All right, everybody, welcome to Narrowboat Pioneer from Norbury Wharf, Norbury Junction in Staffordshire County, I guess it is. I'm American, so I don't really know, but I'm on the Shropshire Union Canal, and I have parked. I just picked up the boat about 5.5 miles ago, and they were absolutely wonderful up there. So I came down from the north, and I am going to do the Four Counties Ring. So I'm going to give you a little tour of the boat. Everyone I know wants a tour of the boat. They want to know why I'm doing this. So I'll tell you about why I'm doing this. So we have the boat. This is what they call a traditional stern. It's got another name to it. It'll come to me in a minute. But the idea behind it of the different sterns is that whether or not you can have a group of people in the back or not. And so this is where you stand, and I have some of my controls right there, the horn and the engine information, the headlight, and then the little throttle control there. Down below there is the hatch to clean the rotor when I need to do that every morning. And then the engine's down here. I need to double check that it's not flooding, and if so, turn on the bilge pump and all that wonderful stuff. So it is currently moored on the tow path, which, in case you don't know, this is where the horses used to tow the barges as they go through. And so now all the canals have these tow paths, which are just great, and you can moor up wherever you want. Well, there's a tow path on one side. That side is not the tow path. So you just have to dig some stakes into the ground and mow it up, or moor it up. Here we have the center line. This center line is not as important when you're actually moored. This is more for when you're guiding the boat as you're coming into mooring and stuff. So it's right in the center and you're supposed to pull it. Important tip, make sure you turn off or put the engine in neutral. Don't think you can pull on that center line if it's not in neutral. So I have my front stake there and a little television antenna. I actually have a lot of TV channels, was surprised. Here I have on the top here, they have a boat hook. That's the last one there. You can sort of see the hook on the end. A plank, that's so that you can make a bridge, and everyone's favorite, a stick, or they call it a pole. So, you know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and in through the bow, because that's where I left my sandals, so I don't get all the mud from the shoes into the boat, because I'm going to be in it for 2 weeks. So you have a little bit of some bench seating out here if you want to sit and have a cocktail, or sit and enjoy it when another person is piloting in the back. If you want to sit in the front, you can do that. There's the tunnel light. So they were very adamant in letting me know that I'm not allowed, I am not insured for nighttime boating. Okay, that little light doesn't do much anyways. I did go through a small tunnel and you could barely tell the light was on. So we have here the main cabin. Narrowboat Pioneer is a 48-foot cruiser stern. That was the name I was looking for. So I have the lights on. They're not very bright, but that's okay. Little 12-volt television there. They haven't upgraded all the lights to LED yet, so I'm worried that the battery may not last too long if I leave them all on. But they have USB charging, so that's very nice. And you can turn off some of the lights, the main lights, with the switch, which is pretty cool. But USB charging, very important. The stereo doesn't really do much. There's no Bluetooth, and there's no MP3 or headphone jack, so you can't really plug it in. So that's okay. Comes with a little table and little chairs, little reclining chairs. They put them right next to each other, but then there was nothing there, and I said, well, that's silly. I want to lay out a little more. There's no place to put my laundry that's dirty, so I just put my suitcase there, and that's going to be where it's going to be my laundry hamper, because, you know, why not? So there's a little kitchenette. You get a refrigerator, and decently stocked, you know, you get a bit of, you know, dishes and know, you get a grill and the grill, that's the grill. That's the hob, and that's the oven. For my American friends, from what I understand, the grill is like a broiler, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So, I got some serving soon. So I got a little bit of groceries from the local convenience store. I had issues with the train getting up here from London, so I didn't get much chance to get to Tesco, get some really stock on groceries, but that's okay. I'm going to be using a lot of pubs anyway, because that's the whole point of this trip. So there's an itty bitty hallway, and you know, I'm a big dude, and I know that, but my shoulders do not fit. And if I try to sit there, I'm very stuck, so I have to walk sideways, but that's okay. I can walk sideways. So just a nice little sink and a flush toilet. Well, sort of a flush toilet. It's a foot flush toilet. It's an RV toilet, but it's not a cassette, so it has a holding tank. So it's just like my RV toilet that I have at home. And a nice shower, you know, pretty decent shower, just standard. It's almost actually like a little tub. But here's the really interesting part. If you look right there, there's a little button. And when the water gets filled up to like your ankle, you're supposed to sit and push the button. And what that does is it pumps the water outside into the canal. So the toilet has a holding tank, but the sink just drips right out the side. You can see that tube, that's the drain. It goes right out the side. And the shower has its own. That sink goes out that side. So there you go. So on to the bedroom. And they had nice new linens on there, nice and cleaned, nice new linens. Not a lot of closet space. I'm going to be in this boat for 2 weeks. I think if it was 1 week, I'd be okay, but I brought 2 weeks worth of clothing, and so I'm a little tight on closet space, and so I put the undies and the t-shirts, and I don't know, there's some little souvenirs I already bought up there, and then there's a nice little closet. So I put one of the suitcases in there, and you know, some more closet space. And this is more of a utility closet. So there's a boiler, by the way, for the furnace. There's a mop bucket, and I put some more clothes up there. And oh, I forgot about those. All right, well, the undies are going to go in there, so they won't be on that shelf. So I think that's a floor mat. So just some stuff, you know, they bring your gloves. So I didn't use my gloves today, and I got my hands all filthy. But this is a iPhone floating case, so if I drop my phone in the canal, so I have to do that. So for those of you that have RVs, this is a little water pump switch right there. That's important. We like that. And so just a little coat hook, and then we're back out into the back. And try not to hit your head like I just did. So I put my little hat there, and so I'm gonna do my little videos from right here. My little GoPro camera is just gonna go right there. I thought about putting it in the front, but honestly, the batteries don't last for but like 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. So I just changed the batteries too much, and I won't get much of a warning. So I just, like, this is a dead battery. I gotta go and put it in the charger. So I just gotta quickly flip my batteries around, and so that's all right, but I'll do that. So, but now I'm back to the beginning of the video. So, but I'm not gonna go off because I have my sandals on instead of shoes. So, all right. So I hope you all enjoyed my little video, my little walkthrough. And the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be in England on the canals. For those of you that didn't know, I discovered these canals and this whole narrowboating thing by falling asleep watching YouTube. And I was just watching them RV videos, more places to go with your RV, and what to do with your RV and stuff. And I woke up to a narrowboating video, and I fell in love. And so there's a whole bunch of YouTubers out there, so many of them that I watched, and too many to name really. And some of them have already retired from the narrowboating. They've sold their boats and they're just moving on, but that's okay. I'm not here to be a YouTuber. I am here to show my family and friends my little adventure. So, okay, thanks.